Welcome
Good
back,
evening.
folks.
Good evening, Junkers.
Exactly. We have a lot to talk about on today's
Yeah,
docket. We're down a host.
we are down to well, technically two, if you really think about it, but aren't we always? All right,
We're always
all
clutching
right.
up.
The
Most committed
story,
host.
first story coming into junk news. Shit's going crazy. More with Matthew Norton.
Exactly. So we have some show announcements, and I have some things to say. So we have Duncan the Tall coming out. It's a
Apparently,
fictional story. Surprise.
who
Set in the Game of Thrones set in the Game of Thrones universe.
could have fucking guessed?
I know, bro. It's set in the Game of Thrones universe. And
Mhm.
I don't know if people remember the scene from Game of Thrones.
I don't.
Joffrey's talking. He has the book of the Nightly Tales out, and he's like, this guy Duncan the Tall. He's got 4 pages, and Jamie's looking at him like he's a freak. Because Joffrey is one. But that's besides the point.
Apparently,
Um,
he's going to be in a show called Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Is that correct?
Yes, and it actually looks sick as fuck.
Was
I
there a
am
trailer?
excited about this show. I'm not excited. I was not excited about House of the Dragon. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Didn't really interest me.
I'm gonna keep it a buck 50.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a
I
stack.
I did think it looked good, but I've seen the first couple, like the first half of the first season, and it didn't impress me. I'll say that. I've heard that it's
House of
gotten
the Dr-
better.
House of the Dragon isn't bad because I have watched it. It's not bad. It's not like season 7, season 8 of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but it's not
Um,
seasons 1 through 4 of Game of Thrones either.
it's not even season 5 or 6. It's like somewhere in
Yeah,
between.
it's
I would say
somewhere
it's
in
like a
between.
latter
Yeah.
end of season 6. Um, I just don't. It's just not the best piece of. I mean, I would rather watch other things. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I would rather just watch Game of Thrones. You know what I mean?
exactly. Rewatch it.
But
Seasons 1
wait,
through
so
4.
is there a trailer for this new show?
Yeah, there is.
You said it looks good. Oh, I haven't seen the trailer.
You want to watch the
Do we
trailer?
want? Do we want to watch it here?
You can watch the trailer.
Yeah, let's do it.
1 second.
How are you
Sorry.
guys, the audience, doing today? While Matthew gets this set up. I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, and it's being made by HBO,
Over here.
which makes sense.
That
But
does make sense considering
the other 2 are on HBO. Yeah.
Yes,
But I
I'd be
have a
concerned if it
comment.
wasn't.
This actually makes sense when I have a comment about something else later on, but that's all right, folks.
Word.
Okay.
All right, let's get going here. This is a legit trailer, right? This is not some.
This is the official teaser trailer made by
from
HBO.
Max. Okay.
I was squire to Sir Arlen of Pennytree since I was a boy. He charged me to be a good knight, to defend the weak and the innocent, and I swore that I would.
Are you Baelor Targaryen?
No.
Then would you move the fuck out of the way?
Sorry.
What's your name?
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Never heard of him.
You know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms, then?
The good ones. If you could bring me to Ashford, I could swipe you, sir.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
You don't have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
Oh!
Boys, stop gaping. Sit my horse.
I'm not a stable boy, my lord.
Not clever enough.
I know I'm just a hedge knight, but sometimes I think there could be more.
Why do you treat these royal lapdogs like they're your betters?
They are my betters. These men have a name, training. What chance do I have? I have no chance.
Falling star brings luck to those who see it.
So the luck is ours alone?
This looks pretty good. I'm gonna be real.
But sometimes I think I buried my courage alongside the old man. And in every man, there are many men. So be brave. Be just. Be tall.
All right, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I
actually.
know, bro.
I'm pretty excited for that. That looks pretty good. The main character seems like he'll be like a good, like he'll carry the show low key.
Yeah, he's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. The writing in the trailer actually seemed pretty good, so I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah, that does
Ho-
look pretty good.
however,
That
the
feels
other
more like Game of Thrones. I feel like.
it does. I also think what I appreciated about the writing of the trailer, obviously it's not that much, but what I did like about it is it actually felt like the writing fit the time of the show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sounds more medieval. Like I feel like a modern like bat of like when it comes to shows that are set in the past, they kind of write like how we would talk, not like now, not like how they would talk back then, to a degree.
I mean, technically,
Not
this is
that
a
you
fictional
literally need to
world,
write
yeah.
in like old English if they were speaking old English, just like write it more.
I mean, to be fair, this doesn't take place in our world.
Yeah,
so
but
it's not really in the past.
medieval
so
time.
it can do whatever it wants with that. You know what I mean? It's just not in our world. But I do see what you mean. That looks pretty good.
A show I'm not excited for. It's another Amazon
Yeah.
Prime show,
Uh-oh.
and it's
I think I
God
know
of
it's-
War. I've
I
already
didn't
made a
realize that
video
got
on this.
announced. I didn't realize that got announced.
Yeah, it did. It got
Officially.
announced. And the lead of the lead showrunner never played the games. Okay.
Oh, I did see that. Oh,
Now,
no, never mind. I did see that.
I'm not saying that the guy can't write a good story. I'm just saying, like, I think when shows make game adaptations and like the lead showrunners haven't played the games, they don't really know what the fans want because they're not really a fan.
Yeah. I think
Like, I can equate this to like, and it's also Amazon Prime doing this shit again. So like,
Yeah,
Rings of
and
Power
I don't
wasn't good, and they don't understand that you can't just throw money at stuff. You actually have to be passionate about it.
Well,
But another thing
yeah.
I wanted to say is like, if we take The Witcher for example, and Henry Cavill's character, right? He's playing Geralt. Now, Geralt of the River. That's the joke. Inside joke
Yeah.
of the group. But Geralt, you know, at least Henry Cavill tries to make his voice sound like Geralt. Obviously he doesn't do the best job at it, but I mean, at least he tries, and he at least when like writing concerns, when he has writing concerns about the character, because obviously in The Witcher, Geralt was not written well at all compared to the shows or the books. He kind of voiced those concerns, and then obviously when the director was like, fuck the show, or fuck the games, fuck the books, we're doing what we want here, he kind of just got up and left, which I respect. And so sort of a similar thing with like Daft Punk and Tron Legacy. I can kind of gauge how a show's going to be based on whether the fans are acting or playing a part in the creation of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And how
Yeah,
much
but
they're
Go
going to
ahead.
respect the content material, the fans of the material. I just think that's the most important part. And like, if you respect the fans, if you respect the content material, and you end up attracting new fans to the material, I think that's good. But I don't think that should be your focus. That's my thoughts. But
yeah, but I would even say that like even having a fan right isn't enough. You know what I mean? Because like for Rings of Power, like they like allegedly had a Tolkien scholar like verifying all their shit on set, and obviously that didn't go very well.
I just like I don't think they did. That's my this is
They just put out an ad for some Tolkien guy. He's like, "Oh, I've watched the movies once." Oh.
exact no, but that's what I think actually occurred. Like, he may have watched the movies, but even if you watch the movies, you should understand that you should understand the overall lying tropes of the story in the series. You should not make it seem like the orcs are just like misunderstood,
Yeah.
that they are just pure evil. Like that's the
I
whole
mean,
point of
the
Lord of
whole
the
point,
Rings.
well, because the orcs are meant to be like the fallen angels, you know. Although there is a thing in the Silmarillion that does say that the orcs do hate their master. That is canon.
Yeah.
For
But
what? Because they hate their master for what they, but for what they made them become. Like because they used to be elves, obviously, and then they were corrupted, and they hated Morgoth for that. I guess not necessarily Sauron, but
I mean, like,
but
I
I see your
just
point. I see your
I'm
point,
just
though.
like I'm not that excited about it. And like if it ends up being good, it's good and I'm wrong. But like even The Witcher, the first season was good and then
Who
season 2
did
was
Amazon put
trash.
out The Witcher?
No, Netflix did. But like
Netflix.
The Last of Us, like the first
Mm-hmm.
season was good and the second season I've heard it was utter garbage. So
Mm-hmm.
just because the first season's good doesn't mean the series is going to be good. I'm not that excited about it, to be honest, and I hope I'm wrong.
I mean, Amazon, like obviously with Rings of Power, doesn't have a great history. So, and then running God of War, like, where are they gonna? Do you know any details about it? Like, where they're gonna start, what they're gonna do? Like,
No, I don't even know. So like, I mean, I guess they could start with like the
God
Greek
of War
stuff.
one, yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. I don't know enough, honestly, but I'm just like not that excited about it
yeah. I
already.
also just don't know if God of War needs it. To be frank,
To be it,
you
God of
know,
War doesn't need a show.
like, I just don't. I don't know if it needs it. I don't know if it's one of those shows. I don't even think Last of Us truly needed it either.
I don't think I don't think I
Although,
don't think a lot of games need TV show adaptations, and especially if they're
yeah.
not going to be good.
I do think with Last of Us and God of War, like they're like definitely a lot more narrative based in terms of like what kinds of games they are. So turning them into a show makes sense. But also since they're already narrative based games to begin with,
Just play the game.
just play the game.
But I guess some people don't want to just play
Yeah,
the game.
some people want to just.
Um,
But then like I don't know, there's something lost between that.
well, I disagree. I think you can make a good video game adaptation. For example, I'm going to point to this, and it's kind of different, but like for example, Secret Level. Now, when I watched the Secret Level shows, and I watched the Warhammer Secret Level show, that actually got me hyped because as a Warhammer fan, I know the lore. But like, I don't
I feel
expect
like
somebody to go play the Warhammer games or read all the Warhammer novels to want to get into Warhammer. But like, I feel like a show could work for that because there's
yeah.
not that much.
What I would say for something like Warhammer is because of like how vast the scale of it is. Like you could do a lot of stuff with Warhammer. Like you don't have to
Yeah,
stick to a specific
like
story.
Star Wars.
Yeah, like Star Wars. You can like pick a time period. You can pick like a character from a certain faction. You can like make up something completely new. Like you can be really creative with something like Warhammer.
Yeah,
You know, but
same
like
with
with
D and
Last
D.
of Us, yeah, exactly. Like with D&D, it's the same thing. Like you could be even more creative with D&D than Warhammer, probably. But
Yeah,
something
I
like
agree.
Last of Us and like God of War, like those are linearly told stories with a specific like it's hard to be as
Universe.
creative
Yeah,
with
you
it.
can't really take creative freedoms. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying?
and then you're either like you do the exact same thing the game does, and then everyone thinks it's just like a copy basically,
Yeah.
or you do you're too different from the game, and then everyone hates it.
Well, you have
So I do
to.
kind of feel bad in that sense because it is hard to balance them, but I do think there is a
But
fine line that you
but
can
that's
do.
that's why I think like fans should do it because if you're a fan of the series and like hey, this part's important to keep in, this part isn't. So like, you can try and take your creative liberties at least somewhere. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like you would know when and where the best time is to take your creative freedoms. I'm just saying, like, obviously Netflix didn't do it right. Amazon Prime with the Rings of Power didn't do it right. And I don't even know how that show got a second season. I'm gonna be honest. They spent
Yeah,
$1 billion on the first season. It was kind of mid, and they spent even more on the second season. And
and
the
I heard it
second
was
season
worse.
was worse.
That show is just. I'll never stop being disappointed about that show. I think
Because it could have been so much.
because also there's like good parts of it. I would say I would even go as far as to say like at least the first season because that's the only one I've watched in its entirety. And there's like things that I liked about it. I would say, but like I think just one of the main things that holds me back on that show is just the way it looks. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
like it just looks so clean and so cheap looking. Like nothing looks like the original Lord of the Rings is like I don't know how I got off on this tangent, but the original Lord of the Rings is just so dirty looking.
Yeah.
You know what I
It's
mean?
good. It's good cinematography, good design.
Well,
I
also
feel
just like every character feels like they've been living there. Like Aragorn's kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Like he's like dirty hair and he's like
Well,
got dirt
because
on his face.
bro was actually in the wilds. Bro
Yeah,
wasn't
Bro was
actually
doing
like
that.
he
Yeah.
wasn't actually just like, oh, I'm camping out here. He's living in his log cabin in
Yeah.
paradise.
Yeah, he's not taking like baths and combing his hair like, and he looks like it. He looks the part, and all the characters do that need to be looking like that. Like Legolas obviously doesn't have to look like that, but like I don't know, every character in the Rings of Power just looks like an actor.
Pristine.
You just they look like actors, and that's the problem. There is no veil of like disbelief
I
when it
also
comes to
don't
Rings of
think.
Power.
I mean, I think they obviously miswrote Galadriel's character. I think.
They miswrote a lot of things.
I think I wouldn't have casted certain people as um, the 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 people that were cast, and not to say that they're bad actors. I'm just saying like in my mind, Elrond's character, I wouldn't have casted that guy.
Yeah, no.
I would have
That's not what he looks like or acts like.
exactly. I would have casted somebody who looks more like him, and I guarantee you can find a very talented actor who looks like Elrond. You know what I mean?
And most of them don't have long hair for some reason.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And
It's just there's a lot of things wrong with it, and because of that, like it's Amazon, and Amazon obviously kind of
I would have written it like so gritty, but I don't know. I feel like they missed out on a lot of things.
there's a lot of missed opportunities with that show, and it's unfortunate because since that was their stab at it, I feel like it won't be done. Like that story won't be tried again for a long time, unfortunately.
And I just don't want. Yeah, and I don't want like. I don't like when like video game or like I guess more hobby stories are like told badly or poorly. Like
Yeah, because
Halo's
then like
another one
yeah, exactly
because it
that's what you
detracts
get.
from the
Source material.
overall fandom, I guess. I don't know.
I agree. I don't know. It's hard to make a video game adaptation. I would say leaning more towards like sandbox sort of games. Not like that's like a weird word to
More
use, but
RPG-ish.
like
Yeah.
RPG, like Fallout. That was great, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
And also made by Prime. Like they can obviously do it. I believe that was Prime, right?
Yeah, but I'm waiting for the
or-
second season.
I am waiting, and I hope that it will be good. I'm
But
expecting
but
it to be
also they casted well.
good.
I forget what the ghoul's actor name is.
The girl.
No, the ghoul.
Oh, the ghoul, Walton Goggins.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's a really good actor.
But
Like, and that game is an RPG. Like, you don't have to like do the Fallout 4 or Fallout New Vegas like story.
yeah, no,
like,
you don't.
You can just pick a faction, pick some characters that would represent those things, pick a vault, and then you can make your own story. Like, that's why Fallout worked. Like RPGs are just much better suited. Like if they decided to make like a Skyrim game,
It'd be lit. Or not a Skyrim
or,
game.
Skyrim games, like a Skyrim or Elder Scrolls show or movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I think that would like if they did it right, like that would be much easier to do right.
I don't trust an Argonian.
I don't trust an Argonian. Oh, who are you?
Must have been the wind.
You wait. What does he say? You do not belong here, or you shouldn't have come here. You shouldn't have come here. like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls would work. Like even like a Baldur's Gate 3, like like you could do something with that.
Well,
Like
yeah, a
which is
D&D
just D&D,
show.
which is just D&D. But like
Yeah.
they should make a D&D show. The movie was not enough.
I like the
think.
movie. Like,
Movie's
hot
good.
take, I like the movie.
I like the movie
Like,
too.
we can go, technically you can't wild shape that much, but like, I don't give a fuck. You
No,
know what
I
I
don't
mean?
care really. It's
Like-
fun. I just think we need a serious like you know the secret level episode of D&D?
Yes.
Like more
Yes.
shit like that. That shit was dope.
But I also like the movie. I don't think everything
I
needs
like the
to
movie.
be. I don't think everything needs to be overly dramatic or serious.
No,
I
that's
think
not what I'm
you
saying
can.
at all.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm just saying like, you can still tell a great story even if it has a lot of humor in it.
Mhm.
But I mean,
Like I like the not Game of Thrones, the Dungeons and Dragons movie for what it is. Like I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. The characters, and
acting was
actors are all
good.
good. Yeah, the actors are all good. But like for a long-term show, I would much prefer something like the secret
more
level
serious. Yeah.
episode. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be serious. Like it could be like Vox Machina level serious, where like it's like kind of irreverently funny.
I
Like
mean, I
more
guess
how
they
it's
already
like more
have
how
a
like
TV show. Yeah, Vox Machina
like
is
more like
technically.
I guess that's true. But like more like how a D&D party actually plays their characters.
But
Like kind of
Vox
silly.
Machina is phenomenal, I must say.
I need to
if you haven't
finish it.
watched it. You should
I need to watch it through. 1 sec.
I got
But yeah.
2 tickets to.
Case in point, not Game of Thrones. Oh my god, I keep saying Game of Thrones. God of War game is gonna be interesting. Okay, I keep saying game too. God of War show.
Bro, this guy's stuck in the games, bro.
I'm stuck in the game. I'm stuck in. I want a
Stuck
Game
in
of
the
Thrones
matrix.
game. That's the combined
Dude, so do I.
mistakes. That's the combined mistakes. I keep saying Game of Thrones. I keep saying game, and I think I know what that means.
I
I
feel
just want a
like
game.
anybody
a
can
game.
hire me. I can.
Hey, you're designing games. You're learning how to design games. Build one, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Build one.
Hire me as lead dev, bro.
Yeah,
I'll make a great
for a
game.
Game of Thrones game. I'm surprised they haven't made one.
They have. They're just not good. I mean,
Like a really like a AAA title, like really good Game of Thrones game. You know what I mean?
I just think I don't know this for sure, but I mean, I just think they don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know their audience.
True.
But I also think, I mean, it has to be done right. I feel like
agree.
I would not. The one thing I would not do is set it during Game of Thrones. That is the one thing I am not doing ever, bro. You think I want to set it during then, bro? Nah.
No,
We're going back like 600 years or something.
Yeah, it would have to be like before or even after, maybe.
Yeah, I'm
That
fine
wouldn't
with
be
that.
crazy. That wouldn't be crazy. But I
I
think
mean, because the
before
8th
would
book
be-
isn't out yet, or
True.
the final book isn't out yet. So,
and it
I
never
mean,
will be.
but you'd actually have to write a good story, unlike season 8 and 7. So,
Yeah. So yeah, do we have anything more to say on this point?
no, not really. Just
Yeah, I don't think so either. Just Amazon, please don't fuck this up. If you need
don't
people
know.
to help you, I like God of War.
yeah,
I played games 3 through 5.
I will not be helping because I haven't played the games. You see
I've
how this
played-
works? I mean, it's crazy.
He doesn't even want to involve himself. He's never played, obviously, so he's being respectful.
Exactly.
So I haven't played the first 2 games, so I guess you could say that I don't know enough of the source material. But I've watched YouTube videos. I could play them. I could go back and play them. But I played a majority of the video games.
Get this guy back on the PS2.
Get this guy on. Well, actually, I can play it on my PlayStation 5.
Oh, true. I didn't know that. I forgot about that.
I drink Diet Soda and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2.
Exactly.
Have you seen that? Oh, whatever.
Burnout Revenge is actually a real game on the PS2.
No, I know, but there's a clip. It's the Smiling Friends.
Yeah, the Smiling
joke.
Friends. Yeah.
From Diet Soda and play PS2. Does it
Logan
play?
Logan spams the
Smiling
Diet
Friends clip.
Soda.
No, Diet Soda.
Anyway,
I
you
have
can move on to
I have
the
a
next
point. I have a point. I was gonna bring it up last week.
It's actually
but we
kind of
spent-
related.
It is related, I would say, and I think it's an interesting question. Not because like the first part of the question, I think is one people get asked a lot, but then you don't think of the consequences. And this question kind of involves the consequences. I was gonna bring it up last week, but we spent most of the time talking about Star Wars, which is all right. If you could live in any fictional world, but the bad guys of that world, like the main like lackeys of whatever world you decide to live in, and the world has to have at least an antagonist in it. Like you can't just pick like something that like Stardew Valley where like there's nothing like really like crazy going on, I would say, as far as I know about Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
You're always being hunted.
Somebody's gonna be like,
Someone's gonna comment like, "Archie, there's a fucking faction that fucking hates your guts." And
yeah,
Stardew
no,
Valley.
I've never played Stardew.
I started it once when I was bored. If you're always not that the game
He
isn't
played
good,
your game when he was bored.
not that it isn't possibly a great game. I just haven't played it that much. Don't get at me. But you're in the fictional world, but you're always being hunted by whoever the bad guys are. Where would you live?
Where would I live?
Like
Which
you're
one
like you're
would I-
chilling, and honestly, like you probably have like a pretty good life wherever you are. Like, but you're like kind of like always in distress.
So, but like when you're asking this question, what power level am I as the character?
So I would say you're not the main character of whatever game it is. Like you're not them.
Okay.
Like if you pick Star Wars, you're not Luke Skywalker. But I would say you are of like if we were to put it in like D&D leveling terms, you're probably level like 15. No, is that too high? You're like level 10.
Okay. So I'm better
You
than
can
like,
fend yourself off.
I'm better
You can
than
fend
like
yourself off.
98% of the other guys there.
Like you're better than the commoners, but you might have a
Level 10, you're like
pretty high above.
Yeah, you're pretty high above. So I'm gonna go with
maybe level 5. Is that better? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what like scaling is
no,
necessary.
but then you don't really want to pick any world because if you're getting hunted by whoever the bad guys are, you're kind of just boned if you're level 5. You know what I mean?
That's true. Okay, I was like
you're
10.
dropped in end game boss, and then you're
Level
like
10.
level 5.
Level 10. I would say is like you're good enough where you could probably handle yourself against like a good amount of bad guys, and it's not everyone all at once is hunting you. Like they're coming waves.
I'll go Warhammer Fantasy.
Warhammer
Fantasy.
What a little skeever. The skeevers. Is that what
The
they're called?
Skaven.
Skaven.
And the only reason why I'm picking Warhammer Fantasy because it actually sucks. But I'm hoping that everybody like okay, if we drop myself in at the end times, obviously I'm probably dying. But you know, it's whatever. I mean, I'm dying anyway in any other universe. So
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a universe where like it's not like a hellhole, you know what I mean? Because like Loki's Star Wars is kind of a hellhole.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you really think about these universes where there are heroes, like, to be honest, I mean, you know what? Maybe Harry
thinking
Potter
Lord of
would
the
be
Rings,
a shout.
Harry Potter isn't a bad shout.
Because you could just live in the normal world. Then you wouldn't have to deal with anybody.
No, but they're still gonna hunt you.
You just like dip, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, you just have to. You're always on the. I feel like that would be worse because if you went to Hogwarts, right? Like they couldn't.
At least you have Dumbledore. Yeah.
You have protection. That's a good point. I would say it's a good point. And
What
you
time
can learn
period?
some really good magic. You could like become a really good like wizard.
Become a prof, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking like because I wouldn't pick Star Wars because Star Wars low key like it like they low key they're living like terrible lives.
And yeah,
Like-
like that's the thing with like Warhammer is like everybody's living a shit life. So is
Yeah.
anybody really living a shit life? You know what I mean?
Like if you're the heroes of the prequel trilogy, like you're doing probably fine, but you're always at war, right? Like
you
you're
could
in the
go
middle
Old
of a conflict.
Republic.
Although that's true. Well, Old Republic was at war. High Republic is the one that was peaceful, wasn't it?
Yeah,
all the
but
way
like
up
Old
to,
Republic,
like-
Old Republic, you still like get some fighting. Do you not want
True,
to
but
fight?
like, would you want to be like? Would you realistically want to be fighting though? Like, it
Oh,
obviously
yeah,
kind of
bro.
sounds like cool, like in a simulation, but like, if it's like life or death, like, are you seriously gonna want to be fighting?
Fuck it, dude.
Like,
If
I'm
I'm
thinking
in the
like,
universe, I want to be able to use my abilities within the universe. You know what I'm
true,
saying?
but then you can just use it to aura farm now. Like,
No,
Go to like
Jedi.
arena battles. Go to like
So
arena battles.
so no, but like you're High Republic, right? And you're a Jedi. You
I
can't do
suppose
jack
that's
dick.
true. That's
You
true.
know what I'm
That's true.
saying?
I
Like
get, see, that would be a boring life, I suppose. So
exactly.
you would
That's what I'm
need some.
saying.
But then what if like it's a good life though? Like you have a lightsaber, you're a Jedi, you use the Force, and you would still do like campaigns and stuff where you probably have to like use your abilities.
I don't want to live a good life though. If I'm imagining myself in this other universe,
Right.
I
I
want
don't
to live
know.
the worst life possible. That's why I chose the worst setting possible.
I see. I'm thinking Lord of the Rings is a pretty good contender, only because like there's good places to live, and orcs are not like they're like tough, but if you got a good group of guys
But
with you, like
it's like Sauron coming after you, and you got like I
yeah, but like
got
Sauron himself isn't coming after you. Like I guess I should think about like what age.
yeah, like if you're first age or second age, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, you're Loki cooked.
But like, do you scale
Early
with the
third
age?
age though. Oh, that's a good point. Like I think the more dangerous the times are, the higher the level you should be.
Yeah, so like if you're age 2, you're probably level 15, but if you're age 3, you're probably like level 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would say like the early parts of age 3 would be like the most like elite. That's when hobbits are around. I mean like in times to live in, you know what I mean? Like the hobbits
I
are
get what you're
around.
saying.
The
I get
human
what you're saying.
kingdoms are pretty much like officially
They're not
settled.
like evil.
Yeah, like Numenor has
Well, some
fallen,
are,
like
but
Numenor fell in age 2, right?
yeah, but like you
Yeah.
still have like the Easterlings and
Right, but like the third age is like that's like and like every like group is hanging out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I mean the elves and the dwarves hate each other.
They're more
but-
chilling, I guess.
Or wait, no, in the early third age, do they hate each other?
Yeah, they always hate each other. That's just
No,
what
that's
I
not
assume.
true. That's not true.
I assume they only come
Narvi,
together ever to fight the forces of evil. That's the only time.
Celebrimbor and Narvi, is that his name? They like each other. I think his name is Narvi.
I need to check up, but like
They had their whole trading thing with Eregion and Khazad-dûm. Given I believe that's who that is, Narvi. Or is it just Durin, I guess? Who was Celebrimbor?
the gates.
Bor's dwarf friend. Yeah, it was Narvi.
I don't know, but I remember setting those series of one shots I set during the year 900.
Oh, yes.
With the third
Yes.
age. So
Yes. I do think those would be good times. I'm trying to think if there's any other. I wouldn't want to live in like a superhero world.
yeah, because then you're just gonna bone.
I mean, it could be fun to be like, no, but would it be fun actually?
No,
like
it
if you're
wouldn't,
Superman,
because Superman
you're
just crushes you no matter what. Like you're strong enough to be on his radar, but you're not strong enough to do jack dick against
well,
him.
Superman's not going to fight you. You're not fighting Superman.
Maybe I want to do something bad.
Oh, you want? Oh, so wait, you're going to be evil in this. Oh, that's an interesting twist. Like if like.
Yeah, but like
Putting it
maybe
just
I
sort of,
want
like-
to rob a bank. You know what I mean?
But the villains always lose, bruh. That's the rules. Them's the rules. And I feel
Maybe.
as if you're in these fictional worlds, you're abiding by the literary rules of the world.
The one thing I would not want to be is in the Warhammer 40K universe. That's like
But Warhammer Fantasy is good.
no, not really. I mean, it's just you're just not living like the difference is one you're like on a hive world, and the other one you're like chilling. You know, you may fight some Skaven, you may fight some vampires, but like you're still pretty chilling. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like one is like you're definitively fucked.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I'm trying to look around my room at different posters I have to think about what worlds.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't
I
want to
don't
be
know.
superheroes.
Like that would just be too horrible. It's too real. Like it's in the real world. You know.
It's also bland. Like you're bored. Like choose the like you gotta choose something like think about like anime though. You know what I mean? Like would I
True.
want to be in Naruto? No. You know what I mean? Maybe like
Well-
earlier before the showdown, but like or after, but not like during.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Lord of the Rings makes the most sense to me. And I would low-key live in the Shire, and I would be like, what's the name of that one hobbit who was huge? The
Oh,
bull with the bull took. What's his name? He's a took. I can't remember his name.
I don't actually know.
He like rode a pig, I think. Is that what's his? Oh,
Bro, it's
God.
describing Day and Ironfoot. No, I'm joking.
Was it a pig that you no? Who rode something? A steed. Oh, it doesn't think I'm talking about Lord of the Rings.
No, but like if I was if to draw this
the
back,
bull roarer took
yeah,
the 4.5 foot tall. Like I'd be that guy, and I'd be like defending the Shire from like all the evil. And I would have some like rangers with me.
war foreman.
I would just war farm.
Anyway, but like if we, for example, if we took this back to like the TV show thing, why didn't it like they could have made like a Lord of the Rings show about like the lost dwarven tribes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That
Like-
aren't talked too much about, you know what I mean?
Like from the Blue Mountains and stuff, and the
Yeah.
Red Mountains. Yeah, that's not crazy. That's not crazy, Tig.
It's not. I don't think it's crazy.
That's not crazy to say. That's not crazy to say. I think the show Loki should have been an anthology.
I'm fine with that.
Rings of Power should have been an anthology.
Although I could definitely
About,
make
like-
a Silmarillion show. Not
But
an
I think it should have just been like how the Silmarillion is, because the Silmarillion is like kind of set up in a way where like an anthology is like perfect, because you can make huge leaps in time without being like terribly concerned about the like progression of plot making sense,
Yeah,
and you can
But,
jump around the ages. A
but
little too.
but the strongest tasks are given to the strongest warriors, bro.
The hardest tasks are given to the strongest warriors.
Exactly. So,
The strongest tasks.
uh,
Yeah. So wait, what's your final answer for my question? You said.
I said
Is it
Warhammer
Harry Potter?
Fantasy.
Oh, so you did decide on Warhammer Fantasy though.
Yeah, because I want to bash your rat skull in,
You just
and then I
want
want to be. I'm kind of a dickhead to everybody. I can still be a dickhead because I don't have to be nice. Because nobody's technically good.
I can be a dickhead because I don't have to be nice.
Exactly. I'd probably
my final
live.
answer is Lord of the Rings. I would say.
I'd probably live in like the Empire or something and be like a count, like just like be in someone's court. You know what I mean?
Viscount Norton.
Exactly, bro.
Yes. All right. Do we
Rule
wanna
over
move
my
on to your next
peasants.
point?
Peasants have a fall. Anyway, we're gonna end today's episode off on some general gaming news.
Yes.
And
Enter news.
exactly. So the Xbox ROG handheld had released. And currently it's on best of it's currently on one of or some of the best inventions of 2025 list, which is absurd in my opinion. I mean, I think it's cool, right? Like from what I understood is you get 120 FPS on something that's literally can be handheld. But with everything Xbox has been doing lately, I don't know why you would want it.
Wait, it's a handheld Xbox?
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
it's so
Like the
It-
PSP.
yeah, but it's like it's way more powerful to be on. To be fair,
right. Is it
it
going
was
to be more
made-
powerful than the Switch?
Yeah, way more powerful. Here's the downside though. A version like the cheaper version of it costs $600, and
Oh.
the extreme version of it cost $1,000. So
For a portable console?
that's what I'm saying. Like
That's ridiculous.
I'm saying it's cool, but like who's going to spend a grand on a portable handheld and especially with like a company. By the way, they price hiked. I believe they increased the prices of the system twice, and both times, they just like blamed other things for why the price increased.
These greedy god companies, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Um,
I feel like that's just not worth it at all.
that's what I'm saying. Like, because think about it this way. Assuming you have an Xbox console, the reason why you have, or the reason in the past you got an Xbox console was for Game Pass. So you're spending $360 a year on a subscription for Game Pass. And then on top
It's
of that,
$360 a year.
yeah, because it's you want the first day of releases, you want day one releases, and it's $30 a month. So $360 a year.
Crap.
Assuming you buy the extreme version of this, it's $1,000. So to game for like a couple years, you're basically spending around $1,700, $1,720, right? So I mean, that's kind of insane to me.
Yeah.
And
Especially since you already have, like, you probably already have an Xbox console to begin with.
and from what I assume, you can't dock it.
Oh, like an
So-
X. Oh, that changes things too, I think.
That you can't dock it.
Yeah, like I feel like if you were able to dock it and like put it on your TV like a Switch,
Yeah, that's more.
that would be a lot more
reasonable.
desirable. That'd be more desirable.
Yeah, but I don't think you can.
But if it's
Don't
just
quote me
portable,
on that, but I don't think you can because it's from what I understand from what I'm looking at right now because I'm looking at a picture of it. Like the controllers on the side, it's not like a Switch where you slide them off. They're not like Joy-Cons. I think they're stuck. So, I'm just not that excited about it.
Wait, what? Is that what it is? That can't be it. Xbox handheld. Oh, it looks nice though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's like stuck to the sides. I see what you're saying. You could maybe like dock it if there was like a thing you could put it in and then you just use like a regular Xbox controller.
Yeah, at the bottom.
You know what I mean?
I'm thinking that's where maybe the connection would be is at the bottom of like the screen.
I don't know if that is the case though.
I don't think it is.
There's some images I'm seeing that it's like got like controller handles on it too, which would make it very unlikely that it docks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's for the ROG.
Yeah. They're both ROG. So it's made by Asus's gaming sector, which they also make just gaming.
Oh, this IGN one is just a sample. This is one they thought it might look like. I see.
No. I mean, it's been released.
No, I know, but there was an article, I guess, from IGN. They said what they want from the Xbox Portable.
Yeah, IGN, the great game journalists that they are.
Yeah, but I see what it's saying. Interesting. Okay.
Silent Hill 2 remake has come out. And I will say, it's looking pretty good. They've sold over 2.5 million copies, and on Steam, they have over a 95% overwhelmingly positive review.
Do you think you're gonna buy it?
No, I'm not spending $70 on a remake. No matter how good the remake is, I don't care to. I will buy it on sale when it goes.
It does look really good.
It does. I will say that. And it is made by Konami, which I tend to trust them as a company. And obviously the bad guy is like the pyramid. The man.
What's his name?
So if you play Dead by Daylight,
right?
He's in that too.
At Pyramid Head.
Yeah, Pyramid Head. But
he's pretty scary.
Yeah. Like, what if you could play with like a couple of dudes?
There should be a lot more co-op horror games.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna say it.
That's what I'm saying.
That aren't like gimmicks, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of gimmick ones.
I want AAA Studio to come out with a co-op multiplayer horror game that's like insane.
Yeah.
Blow me away.
Yeah. Also, more on the news. This is kind of older news by this point, but the PS6 got leaked for its release date. It's reportedly in development. Um, they're thinking it's gonna come out within the next couple of years, like 27 or 28. Um, oh, that prediction image is ugly. Holy crap!
My only problem with the PS5 Pro, like, or I know you were talking about the PS6, but the PS5 Pro does not look, it just doesn't look that good. Like, it doesn't look worth it. You know what I'm saying?
PS5 Pro.
It's $750, and a lot of what you're getting is lower power consumption, improved cooling, and quieter fans. Which, I mean, if that's for $750 to you, it's kind of crazy, no?
It's not worth it to me. I'll tell you that. It's got this. They changed the design a little bit. That's weird. It looks weird. It's got like this weird ribs on the side. It's kind of cool, actually. Huh?
It's for the
feel like
cooling, I'm assuming.
That makes more sense. Yeah, I feel like it would low-key make it more fragile.
Eat it in.
But yeah, the PS6. Yeah, that's pretty much it about that. Like it's not even actually officially reported. I don't believe. It was just leaked, and they're thinking 2027 or 28.
Yeah, at this
Which
point,
is
I'm
going to
not
mean
even
that the life cycle. I mean, it would put the PS5's life cycle in about the same as the PS2 and the PS4. Honestly, I think.
Yeah, but the like, here's the thing, right? I haven't gotten a PS5. But like now for sure I'm not getting you one because I know it's
PS2 life cycle is
announced.
pretty long, actually. PS3 life cycle. Yeah, the PS3 life cycle was about 10 years. Oh no, 11 years. Oh wait, but no. That's the full life cycle. But from the time that it was released to the time that the next generation came out, it was actually only like 7 years also. Which the PS4, even though its life cycle was still technically going on, like the PS5 came out 7 years after.
Dude, I feel like we
PS4
need to do a
was- no.
PlayStation tier list.
I haven't. I mean, I've used a PS3, 4, and 5.
I've used it to
My roommate has a 2, but I haven't played anything on it.
dude, PS2 is lit.
Yeah, I would like to play some games on there. I don't
Anyway.
like that. I don't like the triggers though. They're not actually triggers; they're buttons.
They're triggers.
They're buttons,
They feel like triggers.
but they're like buttons. Like they're not actual triggers. They don't even really feel like triggers.
Yeah, they do, bro.
I don't know. That I can bring one out from the living room.
I remember, oh, dude, that was like my childhood. I remember being able to pull the trigger down. So that would be some weird Mandela effect if that's
the
not
PS.
true.
The PS3 had triggers, but the PS2 had more like they were buttons. Yeah. Are analog triggers on the underside of the controller located next? They function similarly. No, but that's not true. AI overview. Buttons or triggers? At least the PS2 controllers me and my roommate have are more like buttons than actual triggers.
I don't know.
It's not that important.
Anyway,
Do you have any more gaming news for us, Matthew Norton?
no.
I'm trying to think. A little update. Ghost of Yotei is still pretty good. It's doing pretty well too. I'm having fun. I've slowed down a little bit because of just life. I've had to study a lot, and I went on a trip this last weekend, but it's been fun still. There's one boss fight that's been fucking irking me.
He's a gooter.
It's been irking me pretty bad. But I'm gonna get it eventually. I just need to train some more, and then I'll be back at it. But yeah.
Anyway,
Me and Matthew
folks.
are gonna play some Fortnite at some point.
Yeah, we love Fortnite. Fortnite.
Fortnite Nightmares is looking pretty good. I I gotta say.
I'm gonna play. When we play it again, I'm gonna play a little bit of the regular game mode. I want to play a little bit of the music.
All I'm
Maybe
gonna say is
even
I might be dropping some money. That's all I'm gonna say.
maybe even trying a little bit of the racing. The racing.
We
I like.
should try the racing mode. That's a good. That's a good idea.
See if they improved it.
I,
Anyway,
all right, folks.
as
Thanks
always,
for
folks.
junking it out.
Yeah, keep junking out.
Yep.